Hey honey buns, I'm the Courtney Williams. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today's video, I'm going to the dentist and I want to take you guys with me, show you what it's like going to the dentist here in Vietnam and kind of walk you through, you know, the breakdown. So if you guys are interested, keep watching. Today I had to go to the dentist. I've been having some major pain like in my upper back tooth area, and I told my co-worker about it like a couple of days ago. Well, not a couple of days ago, sometime last week. I told one of my co-workers about it, and she was telling me about this place here in Tahoe called West Coast International Dentist Clinic. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. I mean, Tahoe is a pretty good area. They have like a lot of things that are catered to expats and some things that are Western influenced. So I was like, okay, maybe this will be a good dental office to go to. So I want to say I went there either Friday or Thursday so that I can try to get it fixed, but basically I just had to set an appointment because she said they were completely booked out until Monday. And I was like, okay, you know, I didn't have a problem with it, but I definitely thought like, okay, this might be a really good dentist because, you know, if they're booked out for at least a few days in advance, then they gotta be doing something right. So I made my appointment to come back Monday at 1 p.m. and this is what it looks like when you first walk in from the inside. I feel like they definitely are professional. They greet you when you enter. I mean, I definitely felt welcome there. I definitely felt welcome, and I felt comfortable being there. I didn't feel like, oh my God, do they know what they're doing or anything. Like it felt like a really good environment. So like anything, when you first walk in, I definitely had to fill out the form with all my information, medical history and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, isn't normal. Anytime you go to a new dentist, doctor, hospital, they most of the time ask you to do that. So I did that, and once I finished it, I want to say it took me maybe 2-3 minutes for them to bring someone out to grab me, and it was actually the actual dentist. So we walked to the back, and then she started checking my teeth, and I was just, you know, telling her what was going on. She did a few tests, and then she said that we needed to do an x-ray. So I want to say this is her dental assistant. I don't know why I can't talk, but her dental assistant walked me back to the x-ray room, which was also very clean. And I mean, it definitely looked very modern and definitely well put together from the inside. So we get to the x-ray room and she does the x-ray. She did, I want to say two, like one of just my upper teeth and then one of like my upper and my lower teeth, because I think the first x-ray was a little bit blurry, so she, you know, spanned it out a bit. So we did that. We went back, and the doctor or the dentist started to, you know, assess the x-ray, and then, you know, she kind of broke down what she thought we should do next as far as the treatment plan goes. So it was really great talking with her because even though she was Vietnamese, I felt like she understood English very well. Like I could still hear her Vietnamese accent, but our conversation was easy. It didn't have to be broken down very basically for her to understand. Like, you know, I was still able to understand as well, like what she was saying, which was great. I mean, it's nothing worse than like trying to get something done that, you know, is kind of like a little bit of urgency, and then, you know, trying to, you know, communicate in the same, you know, period of time. So she basically said that I definitely had the cavity and it was kind of growing, but from the x-ray it didn't really look like it had hit the nerve yet. And so then she did another test to see if my tooth was reacting to like coldness and things like that, because she was like, the nerve might still be working or the nerve might be dead. And if the nerve was still working, then she would be able to just do a filling of the cavity. But if not, then I believe she needed to do a root canal. And so she was like, before we got started, we would have to do a cleaning, and then from there she would be able to do the filling, and then the filling in the process of her doing the filling, she would be able to let me know if I needed to do a root canal or not. So it's like I would be paying for all three. Either, like I could possibly be paying just for the cleaning and the filling, or there was a possibility that I was also having to pay for the root canal as well. And so she's showing me this as she's breaking it down, as well as like the price list and all that good jazz. So I'm looking at the prices, and I don't know why, but for some reason I was thinking that she was talking in Vietnamese dong. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is definitely in the price range of what I'm thinking, because, you know, I've had my teeth done in Bangkok before, so I was kind of thinking it would be similar. I hadn't heard anything about dental work, medical work here, so I wasn't quite sure if it was like on the same or what, but I was like, you know, I'll use Bangkok as like a base. And so she was telling me the prices, and then I was like, let me ask her, let me just not assume, let me ask her. And I asked her if this was in USD or what, and she said it was in USD, y'all. And I was like, ooh, this is kind of expensive. I mean, to do the cleaning, it was $50. My actual visit was $20, which wasn't that bad. And then my x-rays, it was $5 for each one. I did 2. And then she was saying the filling would be $100. If we had to do a ceramic cap, it will bump it up to $395. And then I want to say the root canal was also $395. I'm just kind of putting this out on memory, but I'll probably put the video or whatever listed or something. But then it was like the aftercare treatment was like $495 by itself, which I know dental is very expensive in America, but I can't really compare it to America because I just know it's expensive, but I never actually had to pay for dental work because I always had insurance while I was in America that covered everything. So in comparison to Ubon Ratchathani, because that was the first place that I had some dental issues that I got fixed there, and it was so much like less expensive. So I was just kind of like, I mean, I'm not trying to give y'all $500 or $1,000 just to get a cavity filled or a root canal. I mean, it's important, but I mean, I know I can hop over to Bangkok and get it done for like the low and in a very reputable place, because the first time I got it done was in Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand, which is not that far from Bangkok. It's about an hour, and I was having similar issues. I basically had a cavity, and I went to the local hospital, which also probably made it a little bit less expensive because it was a local hospital and it was in Thailand, which is, y'all, anybody who knows Thailand knows that, like, aside from all the other crazy stuff that they be having going on there, they are known for having like really inexpensive medical and dental services. So people go there all the time for stuff. So the lady basically cleaned my teeth as well as filled the cavity, and she had to extract a tooth. And I paid, I want to say, about 800 Thai baht, which is about $20 some. So it was super cheap. It was super inexpensive, and it was, you know, a oddly good experience because I was really nervous. I was like, will all my organs be intact when I get up off this dentist chair? You know, like, I was kind of nervous, but it worked out really well. And, you know, I hadn't had any problems up until now. So I definitely thought the prices were a bit out of like what I was expecting to pay, or even what I would be willing to pay. So I think for now, I'm just gonna kind of put them on the back burner and check out what my other options are, because I just feel like I'm not really at a point yet to where I'm having an unbearable pain, or a pain that I just feel like needs like now type of attention. So I feel like I can, you know, see what's, you know, just, I think I have a little time to like weigh out what my options are gonna be. And I feel like this is the only place that I've been to, so I want to check out a couple of other dentist offices here and kind of see, you know, what their prices are looking like. But if not, I'm going to Malaysia next month, and I'm gonna be going to Bangkok anyway. So it's kind of like, if I'm eventually going to Bangkok within the near future, and I know it's like like way cheaper than this, you know, if you can get your whole teeth fixed and set up for $20. I mean, at a reputable place, I mean, who wouldn't? So I'm gonna, you know, just kind of see what my options are and decide from there. But if I'm, you know, I feel like I'm really leaning towards Bangkok, but we gotta see. I gotta work out everything. So yeah, but all in all, I definitely felt like either way, this was definitely a very nice dentist office. They were very friendly. They looked very clean. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were saying. They were able to communicate well. So it's like, I wouldn't be against going to them or referring anybody to them. It's just really kind of like, you know, whatever dental services or medical services that you're trying to get done, you know, if it's in your price range of what you were expecting to pay or not. And for me, even though everything else was great as far as service and as far as facility goes, I just kind of feel like the price was a bit more than I wanted to spend, and I know that I can get it done in another place. So, and then plus I have insurance here, guys, so I forgot that as well. I have insurance here, so I just have to check. Actually, I just sent an email to one of our HR people right before I started this video, because I wanted to ask her if dental was included as well. So if it is, I might have the option to, you know, be able to go half with my insurance, which will, you know, cut the cost down or what. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We will see what I will be able to do after I, you know, look over all of the options. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about my dental visit today in Hanoi. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And I just, you know, I just really hope this video is insightful for anybody who's thinking about coming here, because you just never know what's gonna happen at whatever point during your travel journey. And it's better to be, you know, informed and have some kind of resources so you can figure out what your next best step should be. As always, don't forget, people will stare, make it worth their while, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.